It's the last month of the year, and it wouldn't be 2021 if it didn't have a dramatic ending. This month is colored by a Venus and Pluto conjunction happening in Capricorn. This happens in your 7th house of intimate relationships, and it could get December to be quite a sensual month. Whenever Venus and Pluto get together, you know that love is intensified. The only thing you have to be careful with, especially as a Cancer, is getting too clingy or attached to a romantic partner or a close friend at this time. Your passion could blind you to some problems in the relationship, and in many cases, you may be using sensuality or friendliness to distract from some issues that need to be addressed. To be on the positive side of this transit, it's essential to play it cool and go with the flow. Don't get too carried away with the fun and excitement of intimacy, and you'll be able to enjoy love without the side effects. The new moon and solar eclipse this month happen in Sagittarius. This means the moon will be in your 6th house, making labor and purpose quite a big concern. Especially as the year ends, reflecting on what you have and haven't achieved this year will be almost inevitable. It's essential to take a lesson from the moon's book and be receptive during this lunation. Take the time to meditate on answers to your questions about success and failure. If you feel defeated because you didn't get to that big goal by the end of the year, instead of dwelling on it, take this time to assess what you did wrong so you don't repeat the same mistake in the year coming ahead. Further down the month, we have a Mars and Jupiter square happening between your 5th and 8th house. The theme of this transit is intensity and pleasure. If the Venus and Pluto conjunction didn't get you, then this Mars and Jupiter square is sure to get you in an indulgent mood. Jupiter tracking through your 8th house got you to think about where to expand and what needs a change in your life. Since Jupiter is in his last steps through Aquarius, many of the questions you had earlier in the year are being answered. The excitement that comes with that clarity can spill into all sorts of other endeavors. With Mars getting in the picture, the impetus to go wild and celebrate will be pervasive. Be careful not to go too crazy, but treat yourself to a good end of the year. 2021 hasn't been easy, and you managed to survive it flawlessly. After Mars is done with his party business, he'll go enter Sagittarius, and therefore, your 6th house, and go conjunct with the south node of the moon, Ketu. Though Ketu tends to diminish the power of whatever planet it touches, the fact that Mars will be transiting through the house where it has its joy will counteract that interaction. That being said, the friction between these two energies can be uncomfortable to experience. Be mindful of sports, driving while stressed, and handling sharp objects, because this transit can make you prone to some clumsy moments. Finally, we have the last Saturn-Uranus square of the year. This series of squares have been happening in your 8th and 11th house. It's likely that due to the sudden events that Uranus can bring into our lives, you've had some significant changes in your circle of friends and alliances. This was likely due to a difference in ideas, or perhaps you've just outgrown your old friends. This last square is here to remind you that not everyone that views the world differently from you has to be left behind. There's a chance of someone from the past coming back, and you should really assess whether the separation was justifiable or not, because this could lead to the relationship taking a new form if you're willing to let them back into your life. Take your time thinking about it. The full moon this month will be happening in Gemini in your 12th house. This is not the most pleasant transit to have right before the holidays, but all will be well if you take the time to breathe. Gemini is quite the chatty sign, and the full moon can intensify your inner monologue since this is happening in the place of the subconscious. Be patient with yourself, and turn to meditation when necessary. The year ends on a good note with the long-awaited Jupiter ingress into Pisces. This transit is supposed to bring prosperity and luck to whatever area of your life it shows up at. The best part is that the transit lasts almost through all of 2022. Since this is happening in your 9th house of travel, expansion, and higher learning, you can expect greater ease in those areas throughout the year. Philosophy and faith are also a big part of what the 9th house is all about, so you can enjoy the hope and excitement Jupiter will bring into your outlook in life for the coming year. You are likely already beginning to feel the shift of energies, so get ready for a big upswing. Thank you so much for watching. Please give us a thumb up if you liked the video. Subscribe our YouTube channel not to miss the next video horoscope. Visit our website GoToHoroscope.com where you can find actual horoscope for today. Download our apps from Google Play and App Store to have your daily horoscope always on hand.